In a long-forgotten land, in a jungle dark and deep, there hides a ruined site, a tower temple, and a key. But what lies within, and what lays beneath, monsters, treasures, traps, and more, is what adventurers truly seek. Mega Dungeon! Mega Dungeon! Big and bold we descend. Monsters lurk round these bends. Treasure hunts, puzzles too. Adventures wait for me and you. Mega Dungeon! Empty swords in our hands. Together we make our stand. Through the dark and the light, we'll conquer every fight. Mega Dungeon! Side by side, face the fight. Heroes shine in the night. Secrets found, legends grow in the Mega Dungeon. Let's go!
Welcome everyone to our Dungeons and Dragons YouTube channel. We're the Dicks in the Dark, and this is Mega Dungeon. And if you're liking Dungeons and Dragons content like live plays, and well, mostly we just do live plays, hit like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, share the stream, show us that you love us, show us that you hate us, give us some interaction, do something, say hi, and also thank you so much for our new subscribers. We got a whole bunch more. Well, not a whole bunch, but a whole bunch for us, and we really appreciate you. So definitely hit like, and we're ready for Dungeons and Dragons. Garrett, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing great.
Excellent. You ready for Mega Dungeon?
I am.
Sweet Dungeon Dan, how
Yo.
you feeling?
Feeling all right tonight. Feeling all right. I was actually in the
Good.
mood. I tell you, yesterday I was more in the mood for for the other game,
Up,
but
up,
I
and
don't know.
away.
But today was just it was a mood today, and
So you want to kill some stuff?
I just
is
want
what you're
to
saying.
want to kill some shit tonight. Yeah, or
All right.
be killed. I mean, either way.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Well, that almost happened last time. So
hmm
anyway, let's get over to the game so that you can either kill or be killed, and see if we can get a vibe for us here.
All right, this is. Uh,
Ooh.
Oh my.
we've had a 260 before.
Did we have a 260?
I think the first session of Mega Dungeon was a 260.
Really? All right. Well, maybe that's a good omen.
I don't remember. Was our
Oh,
first session a
excuse
good
me.
session?
I can look it up and tell you actually.
I think so. I
Yeah.
feel like all of the Mega Dungeon sessions were good sessions. So last time, Chuck and Sarducci had hired some hirelings, Sheffy the elf and Othix the priest. They had gone down and cleared out some. They were headed out of the dungeon when they met up with Buster Cherry and John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, the dwarf and the thief, decided they still had time on their contract with Sheffy and Othix as hirelings. The day's not over yet. Go back down into the dungeon. They, let's see, there was an illusory wall with a Medusa behind it. No one got turned to stone, fortunately. You were able to kill that wretched creature, and that was like up over here. And then you made your way down this hallway here. There were some traps over into this room where you fought some gargoyles, right? And the floor caved in, which is what this is right here. And you kind of got messed up, and you decided we got to skedaddle out of the dungeon. Go back up to Keep City, and that is where you find yourselves. Now, obviously, we're not going to have Buster and John. They must have come back out to Keep City, and who knows? Who knows what kind of trouble they got into? Sarducci and Chuck are actually both hurt. I think probably between you, there's somewhere between 40 and 45 uh, HP worth of damage. Here is my question, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Because Sarducci is a healer, if he memorizes pretty much like all healing spells, how much healing does he have?
Mm.
Just roughly. I could probably pull up the character and
Yeah.
what we got going on here.
I mean, if he did it 5, 10,
Oh yeah,
18,
okay.
like 18 healing spells.
Right. He's okay.
That
He's
that
got
include that includes like some cure serious that would include at
right.
least.
Include some cure serious,
Yeah.
I am going to say that if you're trying to get back down into the dungeon quick, which is what I would recommend, because as we know, the dungeon kind of repopulates quickly, and the your particular section that you're trying to map and claim is hot right now. You already know that there are other parties that have attempted it, so you don't want to go too long. If Sarducci basically memorizes all healing for the next day, cast it on himself and and Chuck. I'm not gonna make you make the rolls. I feel like it's plenty. With a day of healing and a day of bed rest, you could probably get down to the dungeon the very next day. So really only have one day in between your exploits if you wanted to do that.
Okay.
So 1 day rest, and then
One
everyone's back to full.
Yeah, one day rest
Okay.
and healing, and everybody's back to full because yeah, Sarducci has plenty of healing.
Yeah.
Now that I see, and then
Yeah. Also,
really,
I mean, and honestly, even if I didn't, I think that we could probably pay some people
well,
to
yes,
heal us,
correct. There is a temple, and that was going to be my
or
other
even
suggestion,
the NPCs.
right? Or Othix. Othix, I mean, he's got some healing, but it's not a huge amount.
Mm-hmm.
But there are temples. There is a lawful temple, a chaotic temple, and a neutral temple located in Keep City above the mega dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
And so you could definitely go to one of those temples and pay. And depending on your own alignment and the alignment of the temple, you may, get a better deal.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Especially if Sarducci, being a man of the cloth, he's lawful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so go to the
I just went
lawful
up and
temple.
I just went up and looked and realized that I don't think it was last time, but maybe the time before
Hmm.
that he got aged.
Oh, he did get aged. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
He aged himself, didn't
He got
he?
he got a yeah he
Didn't he
bumped him.
age himself?
He bumped him. He bumped himself with his stick with his
Stupid, that
and he
stupid staff of withering.
yeah and he aged himself.
Yes. The only other thing to decide is that if you're going back down to the dungeon and there's only two of you, you might want to consider hiring some hirelings, or again, there's always the option of Cal Elf, but we, maybe I feel like we're holding that character in reserve in case somebody dies.
I think so because typical elf is just an elven character. So
Correct. He's a pretty much of the typical elf,
hmm hmm
as his name would suggest. So, what are we doing? We've got again, the choices that of the guys that you know so far are Othix. He's a priest. You've had good luck with him so far. Sheffy, of course, is an elf. Sheffy got real beat up the last time, but he's kind of held his own. Torchbearer Tori, that is the halfling torchbearer that does not fight, and then Brof Derpta, who is a fighter. So we've got uh, just to remind you that's Torchbearer Tori right there, and we also have Brof. That's Brof right there.
Bro.
Right. Well, if we're for sure waiting a day. Well, are we for sure waiting a day, or do you?
Yeah, I think we are.
Okay. I mean, for future reference, can we see how much it would cost to get healing from a temple?
Sure, sure, yeah, absolutely. Um, so you are what is what
It's
alignment
my
is
alignment.
Chuck Testa? Ah,
uh,
chaotic,
chaotic.
which is what I kind
Yeah.
of thought. So basically, it depends on the temple that you go to. It depends on your own alignment, and it depends on how much healing you need. But if, let's say, for example, if Chuck Testa would go to the chaotic temple,
Yeah.
which he's chaotic, but he's not like a holy man. He's not affiliated or anything. He's
Mhm.
not going to get any kind of a discount like that. Um, he could probably get a cure light wounds for about 50 gold, a donation. It's possible that he could that somebody who either was more affiliated with the church or that wanted to try and barter that had like a good charisma might be able to do that. That's absolutely always a thing in Keep City. Keep City, you know, the prices are mm, malleable, let's say, depending on who you are. It's that kind of society.
Well, here's another question about that.
Hmm.
Would the temples consider healing for free if we were to quest for them?
Well, there's another possibility.
That
there,
that's the wrong game, dude.
yes, there is most certainly a another possibility. Um, yeah, yeah, that that is definitely a possibility. Oh, that's the other thing that I forgot to let you know about the temples. Um, the the temples are they will not always a chaotic temple for a price might heal a lawful character, but it might not work. Meaning the god like might not approve, so the healing might not go through.
Gotcha.
So I actually have let's see.
Why would it work for? Why would it do that for the temple, but not for like me, a lawful priest healing a chaotic fighter?
Why doesn't it work? Well, why does it work for not work for the temple but work for you?
Mm-hmm.
Out of the mysteries of the universe. So far it's worked for you. Will it always? I don't know. But let's see. Where is? Put that in there. That's gonna be like huge in there. But I probably just should stick it in the Discord as well.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is. I'm sure there's a. Your message is too long.
Yeah.
What?
My message was too long to upload it to Discord. I will yeah, I'll have
Oh,
to.
I see what you
Yeah.
did.
Now
Yeah.
it's like uploaded as like a text file or I don't know, like
Oh, hey,
maybe that's
speaking of Discord,
anyway.
guys, we actually have a public Discord now.
Oh yes, that's right. If you're watching, we do have a public Discord, which I should get that link and put it in the description. It's not in the description yet, but when I get a chance, I'm going to put the link in the description. So check the link in the description later for the Discord. Or if you're watching later, it should be in there by then. All right. So, what are you guys doing? Who you hiring? What's going to happen in the dungeon? All that stuff.
So we're down one usual if we kept everything the same. Maybe we pick up Brof this time.
So now Bro wants half the treasure.
Ooh.
Yes, Brof wants half the treasure.
Well, not half.
He
He wants an equal share. Right?
Oh,
yes,
that's
he
right.
wants
That's right.
not half the treasure. He wants an equal share. So meaning that if three of Brof won't necessarily count hirelings, other hirelings, because they don't want treasure. But basically, the way that it works in his mind is if he comes with you, he's like temporarily part of your party. So he would consider himself one of the three of you, and like if there's like a sweet sword or something, that's essentially his deal. He obviously is not
A
going to be
sweet
interested.
sword with a sword like that, which you told us is physically the way that it actually looks.
True, but you never know. And he might find
Uh,
a sweeter sword than that. But yeah, so he would definitely want an equal share of the gold. But he would also want like dibs on possible like magic items and stuff like
Jesus
that.
Christ.
At least ones that he could use.
That dude's like gonna take one step and break both of his knees.
Yeah, yeah. True, true. And of course, you don't even know if he's worth it yet. He might not
yeah.
even be worth it. Like he might be just all bluster, but it's possible that he's worth it as
Hmm.
well.
Yeah, I don't know. Do we want to try Brof out? Or do we want to wait until like we're at a point where we actually don't have a tank and we need a tank?
I was thinking if we're nearing the end and there's like a big combat, he might be useful. But
So
if we're
maybe
also,
we yeah.
he would
So
take a lot of the loot if we are near the end as well. So maybe we don't take him.
Yeah, so there's that true. That is a balance there.
mhm.
Right, right. He might help you kind of defeat larger enemies, but if those larger enemies have hoard, like a big treasure hoard, he's gonna be like,
Mhm.
"Give me some of that." So,
Maybe
yeah,
we go
yeah.
with maybe we take Othix and Sheffy with us again. As we're getting closer, it doesn't mean that we actually have to take them into severe combat if we're getting close to the end, right?
Also, I mean,
We can always
I
run
know
away.
I exactly. I know you guys are not accustomed to it, but you can always, you can't always retreat. Sometimes there are things that you can't retreat from, but usually, you know, there's a way to retreat or do some sort of a withdrawal. So that's a possibility. Well,
And we don't
burning
need
time, gentlemen.
yeah, I'm trying to think. We have a continual light on something, right?
the front of my shield, I thought.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So we
Yeah,
don't need.
there's a disc like an emblem on the front of that shield, and it's cast onto that.
So unless we lose that, we don't need Tori.
Right. So take the same two we had, and then
I think so.
Okay.
maybe not on Broof or yes for Broof.
I say no, Brof.
Okay.
Brof in reserve in
Yeah.
case things get hairy.
Mm-hmm.
Run back up the shaft and grab Brof. All right. All right. Well then, let's see. So Othix, let's see, what do we got? Othix. Yeah, so he needs his 20 GP a day, and Sheffy. What is Sheffy's rate here? Ah, that's right. Sheffy is 25 GP a day, and then it turns out that Sheffy and Othix, because Othix needs a little bit of extra food and Sheffy's a chef, you're probably going to need 5 gold extra in an ingredient. So at this point, you're probably going to have to pay him 50 gold to come down with you.
Hey, who 50 gold?
Othix and Sheffy.
Okay. So I'll do that since you put out for the last one. I'll do this one.
Sure.
Let's see.
Yes. Place Othix and Sheffy on the board. And Chuck and Sarducci. And don't forget to heal yourselves because
I already did
you've
that.
been healed.
Yeah, I already did that.
Oh, and it'd probably be a good idea for me to pull up my notes. Otherwise, I won't have any idea what's going on. All right. Sweet, sweet. So, you head back down to the junction, down the shaft, and back to your section of the dungeon. Level 6 deep. You get to the door that has the warning about the whites, and back in room 1.
So let me take a look at the map here real quick
Mm-hmm.
because I want to
Yes.
see.
You do have
Okay, so it
you have a
looks like
decent map.
we've got a door or something here. We've got something there that we've not gone through,
Yeah.
and
So there is
and up, and then there's one here that we haven't gone through. So it looks like
And
mhm, in
that big double
there.
door too.
Right, yeah. So there's a double door there.
mm-hmm.
There's this room here that you probably were just about to go into before you got your asses kicked by the gargoyles in this room. And then,
Did,
yeah, like you said,
did
there's
the guard did we
what
run
is this
away and
here?
leave gargoyles alive?
You did not.
No.
No, no. You did finish the combat. You just decided not to push on, not to stay in the dungeon. We're too beat up. So I guess the question is, do you because you've never gone through either of these early doors here. That those are still a mystery. Do you leave those a mystery and continue deeper into the dungeon, or do you kind of start to check those out? And who knows where those could lead? That could be like a whole nother area.
See, I don't know. I'm almost curious to go at least this far and hit these two doors this time.
I believe that is an archway.
Arch.
if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so that I think is a
Yeah.
door, but I think that is an archway.
That's almost what I'm thinking.
Hmm.
Unless you have other ideas.
No, that sounds good to me. Yeah, backtrack, do this loop on the left, and then go back to the middle and check out that door first, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
What what is your what's your route? Are you kind of gonna try here, 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 like that way, and just like skip these rooms altogether, or are you going to like
Can you see this? What I'm doing right now?
check? Uh, are you
I don't.
measuring? Because I don't see them. I don't see any measuring at all. If that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
How about that? Did you see
Oh,
that?
that
Well,
now
that
I see. Yeah,
now I
yeah,
see
yeah.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. How did you do that?
So
That
if
was
you pick up
cool.
your character, you can right click and like
Oh, I see. I
do a
see.
path.
I see. I see. Okay. All right. So that was a little quick though.
So
So
here's the thing. I'm. We're all gonna follow Chuck.
yeah, yeah. All right. Well then I guess Chuck is leading the way. So we're just gonna follow Chuck. What's Chuck doing?
Oh, you don't see this either. Dang, that's weird.
Oh, no, I do
Oh,
see that.
I see it. I
Okay.
see the purple. Yes.
Yeah,
I see. So you're gonna try and you're gonna loop around through the one-way door and then
the secret door.
back.
Right.
Just
Yep.
to
Just to make
to
sure.
just to make sure. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. That totally makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, that showed up for me, and that actually should have showed up for the stream as well, because well, it did show up for the stream because
Yeah, it's
I could
showing
see
up.
it on
It's
the
yeah. It's no. I'm looking at it. It's definitely showing up for the
yeah,
stream. Yeah.
I could see it on the player window. So cool, cool. All right. Then you move into the first room. Of course, the first room is the same as you remember it, with the four doorways and ancient looking runes on each one. The room is empty. No ghouls as you encountered when you initially came into this room. So you make it through this hallway and into this room right here. That room was the sarcophagus room. It remains a mess. If anybody's been in here, it doesn't look like it. So you, or actually, no, you weren't going to go in this room, were you? Because you were going to, weren't you going to make your way around and then come through there? That's right. Anyway, just remember that. You make your way up through this hallway. Are you, since it's a new day, are you doing any searching, or um, are you just trying to quickly go through? Like, are you going to remake attempts to, like, say, search for secret doors? Or are you gonna try and look for traps that somebody might have set, or are you just power through?
Well, again, Sarducci is gonna go um
At Chuck's speed?
at Chuck's speed.
Okay, so
So
then what is Chuck's speed? Is Chuck slowly going through? Basically, here's what I'm asking. Are you taking the
Yeah.
entire 10-minute turn for each hallway and each room? Or are you saying, F it, and we're like speed walking through these mofos?
I mean, we've already lapped this area twice now,
You
so
have?
I mean, we can check it for secret doors again. Sure. So yes, I would go slow and then check for secret
Okay.
doors.
Slow enough to check for secret doors then. Okay. All right. So in this first hallway, you check. Chuck doesn't see anything. Does Sarducci make an attempt to do anything
yeah,
here?
Sarducci is gonna make the attempt to. I need to roll that. Yeah, I do. Hold on.
Hmm.
Where is it? Hold on.
On your character sheet.
I know, I've got to find it.
It's under the character like abilities or whatever. Like right above your spells, I think.
Ah, there we are.
Okay. You don't find anything there, and you don't have any unusual, untoward
I guess our guys are going to be.
encounters.
We're paying these guys. They ought to look too.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Indeed, you
Man,
are.
because Sheffy was killing it with secret doors
Ah,
last
that's
night.
right. That's right. Sheffy's a whiz when it comes to all that stuff. Like right there. He but he didn't find one there because well, there's not one there.
Hmm.
You move into this next set of hallway here, and as you're moving up this way, Sarducci gets to right about here, and when he gets to right about here, he finds something on the wall that he didn't notice before.
I have found something on the wall that I did not notice before.
It seems to be a seam, possibly for some sort of secret entrance.
Mm. Which wall?
Uh, this wall right there.
All right.
So
Hey,
the right hand wall
hey, Chuck,
going in.
look at this.
Right hand wall, you said, right
Yeah, right here, roughly, like
there.
in the middle of the wall that is the passageway that's going cat a corner. Oh, what do you
Um,
got there?
what
It,
do I have there?
it
Can
looks
I?
it looks like a seam. Look here. He brushes off a little bit. Look at this.
Hmm.
Can
It looks like you might be able to push it.
push it. Push it to good.
Yeah, push it real good. Nah, 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 nah.
Oh
Sure.
Lord.
I will give it a shove.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength check.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow. God
Easy
damn.
peasy.
It's still a success, but wow.
With great effort, I mean
Wow.
great effort, Chuck Tester's like, and just is able to push in this large stone slab, and then with even more effort, kind of like push it to one side.
And with even more effort,
When you do,
he farts.
yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, he wasn't wearing his weight belt.
Hernia.
So you know how
Yeah.
not good. Excuse me. When you push the stone, you realize that there is a room right here. Now, this room is probably about 15 foot wide and about 25 foot deep, but it's like a rectangle wall, and this is the wall. So it's like like this way, if that makes sense.
But
But
then rotate it.
Yeah. Revealed inside as you push across the large stone barrier, you see a room dominated by a large, ornate fountain. Directly in the center of this room, it appears to be full of crystal clear water, and there are intricate carvings around the base of the fountain.
Is the fountain running, or is it just got like still water?
From the center of the fountain, the fountain itself, it doesn't have any like waterfalls or any like stone pieces sticking up. But from the center of the fountain, there's like a fountain. So it's kind of like round, right? With
Okay, so
with
it's like
water.
it's got like a bubbler in the center of it.
Yeah, almost like a Vegas fountain, right? Like
Okay, gotcha.
it's got like almost like a bubbler in the very center, but you don't see any stone. You just see kind of the jet of water kind of bubbling out.
How tall is that?
It's back here, like towards the back of the room. You're thinking from the doorway, it looks like it might shoot up out of the water. I don't know, at least 2 feet. It probably looks like it's varying in height a little bit because, again, the water's kind of dancing upward. You can obviously hear the fountain. Um, there's no other sounds in this room. You see that on the back wall there might be some sort of a carving or uh, engraving into the back wall, and the room feels cooler than the outside, and there's a moisture in the air. Oh, fresh water! That'll be great for my recipes. Good job.
We should go in.
After you. Who goes in?
Sure, I'll step in.
Okay.
Yes. Also Sarducci.
All right. The hirelings step in after you, and you see once again, like I said, the fountain in the center of the room. What's everyone doing?
What what do
Again,
the walls what do
the
the
fountain.
walls look like in here?
The walls are stone. Are you examining like the side walls here,
Mm-hmm.
or the back wall? The walls are stone. In here, the walls are somewhat more polished than they are outside of this room,
Okay.
meaning that the walls outside of the room are kind of rough, but the walls inside are they're not granite or anything like that, marble,
Mm-hmm.
but they're polished in a way that they're a little bit shinier, a little bit nicer.
Okay.
Um, Sarducci checks for secret doors, and it makes sense that seeing that, Sheffy will go ahead and check it out as well. You don't find anything. You're mainly searching the walls, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And there are no other real doors in here, I'm assuming.
Not that you can see. Um, what's Chuck gonna do? Is he going to search for secrets? Is he gonna check out fountain? Is he going to
Yeah.
stand there dumbfounded?
He's gonna play in the fountain, inspect the fountain, but mostly play in the fountain.
Okay, so Chuck goes over to play in the fountain, and Othix takes a look around. He's like, "Oh, I find nothing in here." Chuck is he goes over. What specifically do you do? Do you just like do you kind of go, like go into splash, or are you like gonna get it, try and get into it?
I'll splash. Yeah, I will splash some water. Um, kind of feel around the bottom of it.
Ah, yeah. So Chuck goes over. He goes to splash into the water,
It's about to be initiative, guys.
and Chuck, if you wouldn't mind, roll roll a d6 for me. This is for surprise.
Yep, I knew it. It's about to be initiative, people.
Water elemental.
So
Mermaids.
Chuck is highly
What?
surprised.
What?
What?
Our turn order tracker says there aren't currently any tokens on this page that take a turn.
Oh, you that's because I cleared it because I always get like weird things
Oh,
when I
okay.
always get doubles on mine. So make sure you click on your character before you
Gotcha. Okay.
before you roll initiative. It'll add it to the turn tracker. That's
Gotcha.
the default blank turn tracker. You just haven't seen it in so long.
Huh.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. So
Anyway, I'm
no
sorry.
problems there. So yes, so this as you go to splash into the water seemingly comes alive. The bubbler in the center looks like a twisted head, and the entire thing starts to rise up out of the fountain and attempts to somewhat almost engulf uh, Chuck. It misses him. Somehow he is able to dodge out of the way, but the water has now become alive. And it is, well, it's initiative now, guys. Mm, mm, mm.
You gonna roll the NPCs on the board or no?
Yeah, I have plans to. I just have to go over to them. It's Dex, right? Sometimes when I pull up the sheets, my cursor doesn't appear on them right away, and I have to like jiggle my mouse to get the cursor to like show up on the sheet so that I can do anything with it.
Damn! Look at that initiative.
Oh, hey. Not bad. Well, it looks like just because
It still goes first. It's gonna kill y'all.
no, it definitely did not win initiative this round, so it looks like Chuck is up.
Well, I am startled by the water, so I am lashing out at the water.
I hate baths.
Oh, and it's a new, different character sheet again. I have to re-look at things. Where is
Damn it!
it?
Of course, I've got a potion of fire protection.
Ah. That was on a 17 and it like straight rolled to a 3, making it not a hit. Wonk. And then pretty much everybody else goes at the same time. So since Sarducci is a PC, I'm gonna go ahead and let Sarducci act first.
Gonna swing on this thing.
Mm-hmm. Bam. Sarducci runs over and swings at water, and he also misses. Othix is like, "What is this thing?" And he takes his hammer.
Drink it, Othix! Drink it all!
It's a Diet Coke, man. I was gonna say, these character sheets. Gotta get used to them.
God damn it. God damn it. That was a 19.
Mm, 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 mm. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, Othix falls in the water and drowns.
all right. So that actually makes perfect sense. So Othix runs up to he takes his big hammer, he's getting ready to swing, and as he's getting up there, man, the floor is wet now. Of course. So he's like whoop 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 whoop. He does that thing where he kind of like dances in place for a second and then falls on his butt and kind of slides forward. Um, and let's see. He slides forward. Chuck Testa, go ahead and make a dexterity check because Othix is like sliding forward into you. Somehow you have the wherewithal to kind of jump out of the way, and he just kind of slides forward and bangs into the front of the fountain, which, by the way, is a few feet tall. Like the fountain itself
I
sticks
was
out of
gonna
the
ask.
ground.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah, I forgot to describe that.
Is
It's
it like
it's
flat
not
against?
flat.
Okay.
No, it's about 3.5 feet tall.
Mhm.
So, yeah. So he had some problems. Seeing that, uh, let's see. Sheffy is actually he's trying to make his way around to the back of the fountain. So he doesn't attack, but he does take out his pot.
He's gonna bail the water.
and then the water being lashes out. Let's see. Unfortunately, Othix is prone right in front of the. Othix is prone right in front of the fountain. However, how do I deal with a critical failure for this fucking water thing? Okay. All right. I'm not high enough for this. The creature comes out almost like a wave to to hit Othix, and when it does, it kind of ends up dividing and part of it just kind of like spills out onto the floor and seems to just like dissipate onto the floor. But the other part has now left the fountain.
Okay.
And for a moment, it almost seems like it's just like water on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And but it's initiative.
Is your dice auto rolling?
My
It's you have to do a little.
so my initiative is auto rolling, but my attacks are not.
Everything is auto rolling for me now, and it didn't used to.
Hmm.
And I have it disabled to
Hmm.
automatically roll, so I'm not sure what's going on.
Weird. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, it's roll 20.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
uh, I don't know what else to say. That's kind of how it is. Sheffy and Bodix. Oof. Well,
Hmm. Makes sense. He's prone.
right. Totally actually does make sense. So Sarducci is up. The water now, again, like I said, it almost seems just like big puddles at your feet.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Sarducci is actually going to take aim at the puddle
Okay.
and just like smash down at the puddle.
Okay. So he's just gonna do one of these jobbers. Okay.
Oh, damn.
So he goes down and he hits that puddle with with a hell of a lot of force, and when he does so, he scatters it more. He's not really sure what happened with it, and then Chuck is up, and as Chuck is up, one of the puddles starts to kind of coalesce together.
Well,
I
if
was
it
gonna say,
looks like it's
we
reforming them,
scatter it, and they all come up in tiny little things.
I'm slashing at the one that just appeared again.
Okay. Now that also appeared to hit you. You smash through this thing, knocking some of its water out, kind of spraying everywhere. And as you do that, it lashes out towards you, and this time, um, this time it hits you. You receive 4 damage, but it kind of overwhelms you a bit. And go ahead and make a saving throw versus magic wand.
Nice.
Hey,
It like shoots all in your face, into your mouth and your eyes, almost threatening to suffocate you but you are able to just shake that off like a champ, and no problems there. Let's see. Sheffy is headed back around now, and he says, "Look, there's something in there." And he runs over and jumps into the fountain to grab whatever he sees. And then, last but not least, Othix soggily gets to his feet, grumbling, "The damn horrible thing." And it's initiative. All right. The fives have it. Uh, so let's see. We're gonna say Chuck is up.
All right. Chuck's gonna stomp angrily. Why can't I hit this thing? And then, so everything with this water is dispersed right now.
No, not completely. There's still a figure. You when you hit it, you dispersed some of the water, but it's still kind of it's still risen out of the puddles.
Gotcha. Then I will go for the main figure.
You hit again into it, and it splashes and disperses some more. And it's looking quite small at this point. Othix, who is now standing, turns around and is like, "You little," and he just like
Damn.
totally eats shit. uh, and what about Sarducci?
Um, isn't Sheffy doing anything?
Sheffy is examining the items that he has shoot,
Ah,
that he has procured from the thing.
all right. So I'm just attacking then.
Okay. That ain't nothing. That ain't no kind of hit. Uh, when you do that, the uh, the water creature turns towards Sarducci. Oh no!
Oh no, poor Sarducci.
It seems to almost grow in size and absolutely just goes whoosh, like right over Sarducci. It knocks him over. He receives 8 damage. And go ahead and make a saving throw versus magic wands -2, or with a penalty of 2.
Yeah, doesn't
Ooh,
matter.
okay.
Doesn't
Yeah, you're
doesn't
like
matter.
you spit out. There's all this water and stuff. It is you're fortunately not drowning, but you're on your back, completely wet. just totally soggy, and your body is stinging. Um, that's going to be initiative again. Ooh.
I will say,
Ooh.
Sarducci's being consistent with initiative to date.
Yeah, so is Othix.
Actually, everybody seems to be pretty consistent with initiative today.
Because Sarducci is down, the creature, emboldened, now attacks Chuck.
Huh?
Yes, indeed. But yeah, it doesn't hit him, so no big deal. And Chuck has time for his revenge.
Chuck's revenge.
Are you having problems?
Garrett.
I'm good. We're good.
Are we?
Alright. Yes, my revenge. It is coming.
Yes. And a good revenge it was. With one final sweeping blow, Chuck rends the water being asunder, completely scattering its damp parts.
Ew. Ew.
And finally, after a few moments, you realize that combat has ended with Sarducci wet on the floor and well, really everybody kind of wet.
Mm.
Sheffy holds up two items that he found in the in the the fountain. In the empty fountain, he found a large red gem that he has in one hand and a scroll which he has in the other hand.
Wait a minute. So, quick question:
A wet waterlogged scroll.
Is the when the water when it came out of the fountain, is there still water in the fountain?
The scroll is in a case. I should have said that. A scroll case. It's not just a yes, it's a waterproof scroll at the bottom of the fountain. Could be.
Is there still
A
water
scroll
in the
case and a J.
Is there still water in the fountain?
Uh it's I mean like there's a little but not much.
Is so no fountain bubbling or
No,
anything?
no, no. No fountain bubbling. And in fact, there's not even a bubbler in the fountain.
Ah,
The bubbling was must have been the creature. Found these, proving to you that that Sheffy is not a total scumbag because he didn't excuse me, he didn't steal your giant gem.
all right.
he
I've got that written down for right now.
Giant gem and scroll. Yep.
And you said it was red, right?
large red gem and a scroll case containing a scroll. I don't know about you guys, but my allergies like this
Mhm.
week
This week have been
have
awful.
been like absolutely killing me. So if I'm like coughing or like sniffing or whatever, I apologize. It's just
See,
nothing to do with it. I can't do anything about it, unfortunately.
Gen X just doesn't deal with that shit.
I'm Gen X.
I don't consider you Gen X.
What do you? I
Now,
was born in the '70s. What are you talking about?
that's true. That's
Gen
true.
X.
You youngins,
And
though.
and all my Gen X friends have like crazy allergies. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell they did to us. Anyway, so the combat has ended, and you now sit here in a room
Um,
with an empty fountain and
going to
a carving on the back wall.
before I look at that carving, I am actually going to
Mhm.
check the fountain for secrets and fail miserably.
Oh, you check the fountain for secrets, and Sheffy didn't think of that. So he'll help you search. That's a good idea. Where you failed, Sheffy succeeded. And in fact, he's like, this is weird. Look at this. And the bottom of the fountain, it looks like it might peel up.
Wait, how big is this fountain? You never said how, like, the diameter of this fountain.
It's large. It's like 10 foot. Like it's like I said, it was the dominating thing in the room.
But wait, it's a peel and stick though on the bottom.
That's what it almost seems like a rug or something. Like he's around the edges and he kind of like you hear like this crackling and he kind of like peels up this like part.
Okay, Sarduce is gonna help him.
So Sarducci bends down and he starts to like pull it up as well, and it's like it's almost like this plaster
Mm-hmm.
that's like kind of pulling up and like cracking as he like pulls it up. So you're pulling up this plaster, and underneath this plaster is a hole, and in the hole is a ladder down.
Oh no.
Oh damn. Well, I think we just need to make sure that we know that this is here. And so, let's put it back, and we'll come back to this later.
It's pretty conspicuous now, don't you think? I wonder if we can refill it with water or something else. Or maybe we can close the secret door.
Yes. That first secret door should be enough. Uh,
Although
make sure.
Sarducci is going to try to like put it back, put down what he picked up,
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah, it's kind of cracked and messed up. It it is as Othix said. Now it's clearly disturbed.
Mhm.
It clearly looks like something different. Also, it turns out that the secret door is gonna be really really hard to put back because of the way that it pushed in and then pushed to the side, and it's a big piece of stone.
Hmm,
Hmm.
well, we just clear the whole dungeon right now and claim it.
Sounds good to me. Maybe
So
we can fill it with debris from one of the other rooms.
Fill it with straw, possibly.
Yeah, straw, rocks.
So while they're doing that, Sarducci is going to walk back to the back and start examining what's back there. Is it a tapestry? Is it just like a fresco or a mural,
Hmm.
a whiteboard?
Whiteboard. Yeah, it's a whiteboard with magic marker.
Hmm.
The back wall is covered with what appears to be a large, you think, wooden carving. And
Okay.
again, the rest of this room is polished stone, but a wooden carving of what appears to be an ancient water deity, like some sort of water god.
Hmm.
Your your religious training tells you that this is a religious thing, that possibly even that this is some sort of a temple or a makeshift temple.
Okay. How big is this piece of wood?
You can only assume that it's actually made of multiple pieces of wood. And it had to have been carved here, you can only imagine, because if it was carved elsewhere and assembled here, somebody would have had to have been an amazing craftsman or used magic, which is, of course, possible. But
Actually,
yeah,
if I look at
it's
the
like the
wood,
whole wall.
does it look like that the wood was carved with water?
It's possible. It is very smooth and very, yeah, if you feel the wood and even the way that it looks.
Man, Sarducci felt that wood last night.
Oh, he's feeling that wood, man. There's some parts that stick out. Yeah, it actually does feel like it could have been carved with the power of water.
Okay.
Astute observation.
And it's not going anywhere.
You would have to carefully disassemble it.
Okay. He's going to leave it.
Like, you'd probably need a crew
Okay.
to disassemble this carefully enough to preserve it.
Okay. So I guess then once I'm done that and once they're done filling the hole, I guess we continue on.
Yeah, your hirelings went out into the hallway and tried to just gather some junk, just some broken pieces of wood, bone, whatever they could find, and they kind of just and hay and just kind of chuck some stuff in there.
Okay.
I assume Chuck probably helped them with that.
Yeah, yeah,
So
And
absolutely.
I guess
and
then we
yeah, it
continue
seems to
following
be
Chuck.
basically covered now.
I like how the room is intersecting with the other hallways.
Right.
I
Close
think
enough.
it must have gotten moved over because the fountain is not in the center.
Oh, you know what? I might have moved it. It's a possibility that it's a possibility I was trying to move Sheffy and accidentally moved the room.
Oh yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's probably what happened. I think I accidentally, cuz can I not gonna I don't want to do that. Yeah, it's nah. It's good. Trying to move it back is only going to screw up your map for sure. So yeah, let's not do that.
All right.
All right. So
Continuing to follow Chuck.
yeah, what is your next destination? Back into the hallway, uh, back to the plan.
Yep,
Okay.
exactly. Keeping the
All
circle
right.
going.
Okay. So then you head back over to this room here. Uh, Fortunately, whoever resurrected those ogres has not done so a second time. This room, it remains clear and pretty much as you saw it before. So you move down into this hallway, and once again, seems to be pretty clear. Sheffy doesn't find anything in this hallway, though. And then, of course, you check the Minotaur room. Also, fortunately, no Minotaur resurrections. And your one-way door still intact, of course. And as I described before prematurely, this room here also still just pretty much rubble, basically in the same state that you left it in. So you're able to kind of do that full round there. Sheffy did not discover an additional secret in that room. And then after doing your loop, make it up. That's right, I can't do that. I gotta take them from there. Beep. Try not to mess up your water. Here, maybe I can do it now that there's nobody there. Oh, no, I can't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Shift everything over.
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of what was gonna happen here.
Oh, hey,
Oh
move,
shit.
move the map down.
Yeah. Ah, you got it. Garrett got it. There it is. All right. Okay. So, um, you move back through here, and I
No, no,
assume.
no. Literally, move the map down. There you go.
Yeah, I already did.
Okay.
It's good. It's good. So entering this hallway at the same pace.
Yep.
Yep.
Right. Come on. Equals. All right. Y'all. The hallways are clear. And finally, you make it up to this hallway here, where you are now at some entrances. There are doors ahead.
Right. And if I remember, there was a pit trap in this hallway.
That is
Or
correct. So directly in front of, it's already been uncovered, but it's basically right there, directly. Wait. Wait, was that in this hallway? Hang on, let me check my notes.
thought so.
There's a pit trap up here, because that's
Oh.
what that is.
That's the X. Okay.
Yeah.
I just remember 10-foot poling this hallway because it was so long.
There is a trap here, but it is not a pit trap. It was some other type of a trap, I think.
But okay.
Isn't that what it was? Because I think the pit trap
I
was.
thought there was something, but
Hang on. Look here. Yeah, see, there's a pit trap up here. I don't see a pit trap down here. Not there. I don't think anyway. I thought there's a trap here, but it's already done.
All right.
Well, I will inspect this door and be extra cautious
Now
for
you've got me
traps
confused.
around this door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is a there's a door here, and there's an archway here. Obviously, you've gone through the archway, and then there's an archway here.
Right.
So
So I say we're gonna check this door.
check it for.
So
So you looked over it to see if there were any traps. You didn't find any traps on the door. You
All right.
listen.
Then.
You listen at the door, and
seems good to me.
yeah, you don't hear nothing. Yeah, it's probably okay.
It's probably fine.
It's probably fine. You think? I don't know. Maybe.
All right. Then I'll look behind, look at the lineup, and give him a nod, and then I will attempt to open the door.
Okay. The door, while you don't think it's trapped, it does appear to be locked.
Anyone good at lockpicking here?
Isn't that what your foot is for?
Yeah, I'm just trying to be what's the word? More gentle these days. Then I'll turn around and I'll just kick the door.
These days, like you weren't, you weren't a gentle 2 days ago.
All right. You go ahead and you
I'm
go
trying
and
to be more calm.
yeah, make a strength check if you're gonna try and kick in this door.
Yep.
Hmm.
Oh, that,
Success.
there's no more door.
Yeah. You boot in the door, and ahead of you, uh, you see a room that is 15 foot wide.
Got a
you're gonna
straw.
you're gonna
Got a
look at your
straw
map and
fountain.
you're gonna be like, huh?
Huh?
Yeah. 15 foot wide, and what that looks like about 25 foot deep.
15 by 25.
Yeah.
You're like, well, there's some crossover there, but the room itself appears to be filled with statues
Oh fuck.
of fierce-looking warriors
Oh fuck.
who appear to be engaged in combat with each other. It almost looks like a gallery of combat. There are several of them in here.
So like pictures of 8-bit tanks all over the wall. It's a gallery of combat.
Yes, yes, a gallery of combat, and yeah, it is. It's very eerie.
Okay, so we've walked into these things before, and it was never good.
Hmm. We didn't see. There's no like other doors in this room that we can see.
The If there is another door in this room, there it's possible that down here there's a door, but the room is filled with those warrior statues, and they're all in kind of like these dynamic, like fighting poses, swords clashed, and there's a bunch of them just like littered all throughout the room. So it's
Can we, are
kind
the
of hard to see the back.
okay? So are they all man-sized? One.
They're all man-sized.
Are they? How many are they countable?
From the doorway, they're maybe estimatable. You would probably have to go in the room to count them. Because like I
And
said, it's harder to kind of see the ones toward the back of the room.
do they seem to be wearing any uniforms that might be uh, recognizable or symbols that might be recognizable?
No,
Where we are,
they're all wearing very, very strange armor, and
they're
even their
all
weapons
naked.
kind of look a little weird.
They're all naked.
Yeah, not naked, but yeah, they're the unusual armor that you don't recognize, kind of exotic looking, you would say.
I don't know. We might want to wait until we get everybody else back before we go into that.
Sure. We can close this door and come back to it.
I say we go down to the arch and check out the arch.
Arch.
Sure.
Okay. So for now, you leave that door and you go down here see to see what be going on down here at this archway. Now, you've been down to this archway before, briefly, but you haven't really done anything there. So
Wasn't there a like a falling dart trap or sword trap or spike trap or something here?
yes, yeah, yeah. See, that's the trap. Yes,
Ah,
that
okay.
that was the trap. Yeah, there's a trap there. Um,
But
yeah,
that's
like
already but
spikes, but
but
it's
it's
already
already
set off. Yes,
okay.
correct, correct. When you look down to the right in the through the archway, it appears to be a room. There's a small chamber. It's a circular, maybe about a 15-foot wide circular chamber. Inside, you see there is a cracked mirror on, if you're facing that way, it's going to be the left wall. So this wall over here. The right the way that we're looking at it, but the left from your character's perspective. Oh my goodness. I'm dying here. Bleh. And on the other side, there is a doorway.
The other side is in down here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are 5 foot. So
Yes.
it's 15. It's not 25. It's not
Oh, so it's a
quite
little smaller.
so
Gotcha.
big. Yeah, not quite so big. Then again, Chuck's not the brightest. So, God, it would make sense. But yeah, inside you see it's a fairly small chamber compared to some of the others that you've seen, and there's a door on the other side. Again, a cracked mirror on the left wall, or I guess we could say the east wall to make it a little bit easier. The floor is covered in a thin layer of dust,
With
alerting
lava.
you to the idea that probably no one has been in this particular chamber for quite a while.
I think it might be safer to go in here. As safe as it is anywhere else in here.
It seems untouched, but maybe that's for a reason. I'm Chuck. Yeah, it looks safe. No one's been here.
All right. Sarducci goes in and starts to look for. Are you just looking generally for traps, like just inside the door or
Yes.
just inside the archway? Okay. Yeah, you don't find any.
Okay.
Do you enter the room?
Yes.
You carefully enter the room, and
The
the dust
dust. The
is
dust forms up into
forms
a
up into a dust monster. It is initiative. Yes. The dust is disturbed, and it might be a monster for your hay fever, but otherwise, no, nothing there, nothing there. As I said, the door, the cracked mirror. Does everybody else enter the room? I'm
Yep.
assuming if you go in there, and Sheffy is going to
So how big is
take a
the
look
mirror?
around. The mirror.
Is it like a floor to ceiling mirror?
No. The mirror is it's also circular. It seems like it's affixed to the wall somehow, and
Is it curved like the wall itself or no?
it's not curved like the wall itself. It seems to be kind of affixed to the wall, and the crack is kind of down the center of it. It's maybe about 4 foot in total diameter. Do you look into the mirror?
Yes. Sarducci will look in the mirror.
Okay. When you look into the mirror, you realize that there's something behind you that you didn't see, but you see it in the mirror, and it's initiative. Oh, actually, it might be surprise. Roll a one for, or yeah, roll a one for me. Roll a d6 for me. You won a one. Or actually, you want a no. You want a. I guess you want a 6, right?
Yeah,
Because you are
because I'm not
not
surprised.
surprised. You don't want a 1. You want a 6. What am I talking about? You are not surprised, and it's initiative.
What is it?
The thing behind you, it looks like a shadow, a wispy shadow, and it is coming for you.
Hold on. Where's my initiative? There it is. There we are.
Sheffy. Wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Damn it. Come on. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. And no, I'm rolling for Othix. He's only going to get a 0 anyway. Oh, hey. Maybe not. All right. So, despite the fact that you weren't surprised, the shadows behind you got a 6. And you realize now that they are more than one. One of them attacks you and misses, and the other attacks you and hits. And
When you say you,
I mean Sarducci, the person who was staring into the mirror,
okay.
is what I mean by you. And the one that struck Sarducci, well, it only hits him for 3 damage. However, go ahead and roll a saving throw versus spell for me.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
feel a weird energy kind of sucking from you, but you resist it, and you only take the damage, fortunately. And then Sheffy is like in the room because he was searching. So he actually looked over at the mirror and he was able to see, yeah, he was able to see what was going on. So he is going to he's going to panic and try and hit this thing with his pot.
Mm.
All right.
Damn.
And he he goes to hit this thing with his pot, but in the mirror it looks like the pot just passes through without harming this thing at all, unfortunately. And Othix and Sarducci are up. So here's the question: when you turn, do you turn the mirror, or
Yeah,
do you
no.
turn?
He's he's turning the mirror because that's where he can see them.
Gotcha. Okay. So Sarducci, he he lifts up his holy symbol with all of his faith, and he goes to turn these things, but he realizes that they are not undead. They are definitely something else, and his power doesn't work on them. And then Othix tries to hit with his pole, and Othix, looking in the mirror, trying to hits with his pole. Again, his pole appears to pass completely through these things with no consequence for them whatsoever. And Chuck Testa is up.
All right. And I do see these shadow things, right?
You don't see them in the room. You can only see them by looking in the mirror.
But I can't see them. It's not just Sarducci fighting
Yeah, yeah,
imaginary
yeah.
demons. Okay.
Right. So if you look in the you can kind of, if Chuck sees everybody else kind of looking in the mirror to fight these things, then he might, or if somebody yells. I'm assuming that probably somebody has yelled in the mirror, and everybody's looking in the mirror as they're fighting. So
Chuck's first thought is to smash the mirror, but
Just so we can't see the things that we're attacking.
right. It's either it's 100 to 0 or 0 move. So
right,
I'm
right.
gonna not smash it. Chuck's gonna backstep to near the shadow thingy and then do a nice quick spin move and try to hit it.
So Chuck enters the center of the room and checks out the mirror, and he kind of spins around, and when he spins around, he connects with this thing. And when you see Chuck's sword connect with it in the mirror, the thing kind of like splits and goes and is clearly damaged in some way. Not destroyed, so there's still two of them. One of them clearly disrupted by the power of Chuck Testa's sword. And now it's initiative. So, be Dungeons and Dragons players and figure out what's going on.
Or maybe not. And get killed by the shadows.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's that too. So, however you guys want to do it, I mean.
Oh my god.
Bu- bu-
Here's where Othix gets that 0.
Yep. Come on. Ah, not too bad. Could have been worse. Could have. But actually, that means that the NPCs go at the same time as the enemies. And let's see. Othix. Othix, yeah, he's just gonna. He continues to try and hit it, and even though his attack should connect, it doesn't really seem to do anything. Sheffy. Sheffy says, I don't think I can hurt this thing, and backs like out of the room, like backs out into the. So Othix is in here still fighting, but Sheffy has actually backed out into the hallway. After stating that he doesn't think he can hurt this thing. And they go, actually, before you go, the creatures go. One of them goes for One of them actually goes for Othix, but misses. The other, gosh, goes for Sarducci again, and actually misses Sarducci, so not too bad. And then it's Sarducci and Chuck's turns.
So Sarducci is going to swing with his staff.
Okay. All right. So he's gonna drop his Morning Star and swing with the staff.
Yeah.
Well, he swings, but despite his best efforts, he's unable to connect with anything. Making Chuck up.
Chuck's doing the same strategy, backing up, staring in the mirror, then spinning.
Spinny spin. Chuck backs up, spins in the mirror, and connects again with one of these creatures, tearing it to pieces. One of them has now been vanquished, but there is still a second one kind of just floating around here, being a nuisance. And it is initiative. At Othix. Dang, kid. All right.
You didn't roll for Othix though.
I did. I didn't roll for Sheffy because he's out in the hallway.
Othix got a 6, and he
Mm-hmm.
still only has 3 initiative.
Huh. What?
That's what I'm saying. You rolled for Sheffy.
Oh, it rolled for Sheffy for some reason. I don't know why. All right. It's fixed. Oops. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it does weird stuff. Sometimes the turn tracker does weird crap. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, it is Chuck and his foe, this little shadowy creature, at the same time.
I just got finished spinning one way. I'm just gonna spin the opposite direction.
Spinning back around, motherfucker. And you hit it as you spin around, and it does not hit you because you have just absolutely beastly armor. Um, it's still up. Of course, nothing going on with Sheffy. Othix still not totally understanding what is going on. Continues to try to hit the thing and just just not doing very well.
Neither is.
Yeah, Sarducci makes another swing and once again another whiff, making it initiative again. And Chuck on a roll.
Uh, Chuck's feeling good since he's just been spinning to win. He's gonna instead do a nice big overhead this time.
Bam.
Should have kept with the spin, man.
Yep.
Yeah, that unfortunately did not hit. And Othix, and he's still thinking he's gonna do something, and he's wrong. Other than absolutely
Whiffin.
just whiff anyway.
God damn.
Same thing with Sarducci, just not much happening, and the creature, let's see. This time goes after Sarducci, and it hits him again for only 1 damage, but roll that saving throw. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Not this time.
So only 1 point of damage is received by Sarducci, and that's not great. But even worse is that he feels a draining feeling, and
Now he's 60 years old.
actually, he just lost 2 points of strength.
Oh,
He feels a weakness come over him.
I need to write this down.
These are permanent strength loss, by the way, so just change it on your character sheet.
Don't even bother writing it down
Yep.
then.
So, Sarducci feeling not good, and
Oh,
Sheffy
wait a
being
minute.
like, "Is
Did I
everything okay in there?"
did I lose my +1 on that? Is that down to a 0 now?
Did you? What was it before?
15 to 13?
No, you still got your +1. You
Okay.
just kept it.
Damn.
You just actually kept your +1. Had it been any more, had it been down to 12, your strength would be low enough that you'd like lose that bonus.
Damn. Poor
And
Sarducci. This
yeah,
particular place, it's
yeah,
aged him. He's taken his strength away.
he's becoming an old man before.
He is.
Yikes. Oh, okay. So, I guess that's initiative, right?
Yep.
Yes, that is. Well, you might have gotten a little bit of a break there.
Oh, I just spilled water.
Oh no.
Oh, I have paper towels here. Isn't that nifty?
Damn it. Why do I keep doing that?
Sad.
I keep rolling the wrong thing with Othix.
Pole
I'm not
hammer.
I'm not used to these stupid different you know how it is. These
Mm-hmm.
different thingies. Different thingies. All right. And fortunately that makes Chuck up first.
I thought I changed it. I should have a 2.
Oh.
Oh, I spilled my water when I was entering the 2. That's why I didn't see it.
Gotcha. Okay, so then that means that Sarducci is actually up first.
Okay. So, tried to hit this damn thing again.
And that connects, and the connection actually does some sort of damage. It finally you hit, and it seems like it might have done something. It's not destroyed yet, but it's becoming wispier and wispier. And Othix and Chuck both up. Of course, Othix is just like, this thing. Oh wait,
That
what?
was the wrong thing again.
Dang it! Not that any of Othix rolls mean anything anyway in this fight. but but Chuck's might. and he's up.
He's going back to spinning.
Spinning was doing well for him.
Oh shit!
And that'll do well right there. So with that, Chuck does a super spin and finally whoosh, right through the middle of this thing. It's destroyed. And woo! There you are.
Nice.
After a moment, Sheffy re-enters the room. Coast is clear now.
It is.
You look like shit. Need a meal?
Yeah. Hey, Sheffy, can you cook up some shadows?
Shadow and water. He can boil.
Mm-hmm.
He can boil the water from the water elemental and cook the shadow. Cook the
Cook
shadow
the
fusion.
shadow. Excellent. Hell yeah. I think that's beyond my expertise.
So,
Yeah, it's definitely not filling.
Sarducci's actually going to inspect the mirror a lot more closely now.
Okay. So you inspect the mirror. Again, it's not really in the wall, it's affixed to the wall somehow. And it's got a large crack that just kind of runs down through the center of it.
See if he can like look behind it and maybe even take it off.
Okay. You start to kind of pull and well, now that you're all weak, go ahead and make a strength check just because it's kind of funny.
Ha!
Hey, there you go. So you are able to kind of pull this off of the wall, and behind it, there is a small compartment.
Okay.
Within the compartment, there appears to be a bag of gold containing 150 gold pieces
Mm-hmm.
and a ring.
Sarducci is just really curious, and he's going to put the ring on.
Okay. He puts the ring on. Nothing
He's
specifically happens.
he's now 90 years old.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, right. He puts the ring on and the curse begins. No, nothing appears to happen with the immediate
Okay.
wearing of the ring. Leave it on.
Uh, for right now.
Okay. Other than that, you really don't see too much else in this room. It's a pretty small, plain room other than the
There's a
mirror.
door.
There is a door over here, which you have yet to check out.
We got a little more time tonight. I think we can go through that door.
You could,
Yeah,
you could see what's going on through that door, possibly.
sure. I mean, I'm still going to check it for traps.
Okay.
What's the mirror made of? Like, I know the mirror is glass, but like, what is the maybe the frame?
The frame of the mirror is wood.
Ornate.
It's got like a small wood frame. Not particularly, no.
Okay.
No, pretty normal actually.
All right.
Do
So
those
in
do-
so instead of so actually he's going to hang the mirror back up.
Okay. Now that he's ripped the mirror down, it's actually difficult to put the mirror back up.
He's just going to put it on the floor then.
Okay. All right. So, Chuck, goes over here to this door and he looks to see if there are any traps. And somehow, against all odds, Chuck Testa thinks he found a trap. But what to do about it?
What the kind of trap did you find?
Well, it's one of those things where it there's a wire and it and then Chuck just like can't explain it.
Yeah. That's probably roughly about what it would be. You're figuring that it is it couldn't possibly be a trap door, judging by the floor, and it couldn't possibly be anything in the ceiling because you can look at the floor and the ceiling and they're like totally solid.
Mm-hmm.
There's no vents or anything like that. You're assuming it's something with the door itself.
I will relay that information. Is there
Also, the
anyone?
door opens inward, so the door opens toward you, not away from you.
Okay.
Bucket right above the door.
Right. Now that would be if the door opened away from you on the other side, the bucket with the paste or whatever, and then the bucket with the feathers. I guess it would be tar and feathers, wouldn't it? Anyway, so what do you think you're gonna do? You're pretty sure the door is trapped. It does seem to have some kind of a wire or something attached to it that makes it very suspicious. But it seems like the trap probably only triggers once the door is actually opened and like pulled. Bless you.
Excuse me. It's been coming. Maybe we should have cut to the wire.
Okay. Can I attempt to do that? Do I have a dagger?
A sword. You could cut the wire with that sword.
Well, I was assuming it was like in a tight space, but yeah, if I can cut it with my sword, sure.
All right. Go ahead and it is fine work. Because it's like, it's around the seams of the door. It was hard to notice in the first place. So go ahead and make a dexterity check, but make it at -4.
Dex
Because it's a
-4.
very fine work, and you're working with big hands and big instruments and clunkiness.
Ha!
What? I rolled a 9. Oh,
What?
yeah. On my screen, I see a 9.
I do too.
I also see a 9.
All
I
right,
see a 9.
we got a 13 somehow.
Wait,
I did the minus. I did put the -4 in there, so it should be 12. I don't know why it's showing 13.
oh. I guess it technically it would be a +4 because
Right.
the penalty is +4. So that's
Oh,
is
that's why. I have a +1 for my dex anyway. So
I think
it probably added 5.
I think you still got it though.
yeah. That's what I was trying to figure out. You did just get it. Cuz that actually makes sense cuz 9 plus 4, if you added the 4, that's right. That's right. That worked the way that it was supposed to work.
Mm-hmm.
Because you rolled a 9 with a penalty of 4, so that's a +4, which means your roll was
Right.
13. You needed a 13. So actually, yeah,
Okay.
we are just so mistrustful of roll 20
Yeah.
being completely effed up at this point that we
Mhm.
just have no faith in that it's gonna work in the way that
Mhm.
we want it to work. But that worked in the way that we wanted it to work. So yay!
Yeah.
um, so that's excellent. So yes, Chuck actually he's able to kind of get down in the ground, and he's thinking about John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith. He's like, well, one time, I think I watched, and you cut the wire. Now you don't know exactly what the result of that is going to be, but felt pretty good. Of course, the door is still closed, and at this point, you don't even know if the door is like openable. You are on the side where the lock would be. You can't imagine it would be locked from the other side, but is it stuck?
All right, then I'm going to try and open the store now.
Okay. You try and open the door, and in fact, it is stuck, which means that you have to give an extra good pull. Go ahead and roll a strength check. What the fuck?
You got a no CM around you?
I think
Oh
that was
Lord.
I think it was
Lord.
a tiny moth
Oh,
that like landed on my nose.
Was Mothra?
Yeah, maybe.
Damn. That door. There's nothing to that door anymore.
Chuck wrenches the door free and it flies open. Fortunately, there's no trap. So either there wasn't a trap to begin with, or Chuck successfully disarmed the trap. Either way, it seems to be safe. Opening the door revealed a long hallway, probably about 30 feet, that terminates in a door with no openings on either side that you can see.
all right.
So I guess as we walk down this hallway, maybe you should use your 10-foot pole.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
And
Yep.
while you're doing that, I'm gonna do this. But not very well.
Okay. So, Sarducci, I just realized that when you guys, I had not realized this, but when you guys do like secret doors and stuff, I guess you see them, I see them, but
Hmm.
other players don't see them.
Correct.
Right. Right.
Yeah, yeah, because it's like, yeah, and I didn't, I don't know, I'm not super paying attention to the other thing all that often, but I was like kind of looking and I was like, why are they not showing up? And I was like, oh, I guess they're like to the DM role basically, which makes sense.
Hmm.
Um, so Sarducci does that. Sheffy is also going to take a look here, and Chuck takes out the 10-foot pole and starts to tap it down the hallway. Sheffy doesn't seem to find anything either. However, as Chuck gets about halfway down the hallway, he taps into the middle of the floor, and once again, just like previously in this dungeon, a large section, about a 5 foot section of floor, right there, right in the middle, just completely goes and falls out. And there is a spiked pit below. I think I got
Clap off.
it. Yeah, the
Clap
mother.
on, clap off. The
The
clapper.
mother. Yeah.
Need to get your cat in there and get your cat after that moth.
Yeah, he's probably hanging out with her right now. I'm sure she's
Although
like
knowing your cat would not be going after that moth.
no, the other day we were down in the basement and there was a cricket and it was like irritating me. And I located the cricket and I was gonna capture the cricket and Salem was like, "No, you don't. That cricket is mine." And he grabbed that cricket and he took it
Wow.
and he like took it and he was like kind of playing with it. He like let it go, but then it would like hop and then he'd like grab it again. And then he'd kind of like let it go and it would hop and he would like grab it again. And I was like, I'm not gonna let you torture this poor thing. So I got a glass and I like captured it and I put it outside.
Crazy.
But yeah, he's pretty funny. He will definitely hunt. Occasionally, like a mouse will get into the basement or something, and he's on it, man.
Oh yeah.
He'll kill that mouse and he'll bring it to the very top of the steps
Ah,
to show you that hey, look, I did a good job.
fancy.
Yeah,
Fancy doesn't hunt
too
anything.
old probably. Yeah,
She hunts the food in her bowl. And she hunts me when I'm sitting on the couch next to her. That's about
Yeah,
as
that
much.
makes sense.
That's about
Does
as
she
much
does
as.
she eat, does she even hunt ankles at this point?
No, no,
Nah,
no.
still too old for
Mm,
ankles. Yeah,
no, she
see.
doesn't. She doesn't even do that.
Yeah.
No. Mm. Nine,
All right.
19 years old. She's not.
Yeah,
She's
of
not doing
course.
much. Yeah.
Right.
But
So in the middle of the hallway, there's this pit. It's fairly easy to get over now that, of course, you know that it's there.
okay.
And none of you found any secrets in the walls. Do you make your way all the way to the end of the hallway?
Yeah.
All right. Of course, the hirelings follow you down there. And there's a door. The door is closed, uh, and it appears to open away from you. Or this door. Yes, this door opens away from you.
You did a good job last time. I say you do a good job again.
All right, I'll check it again.
You could do it.
You can do it all night long.
Excited about the prospects. Othix he'll see if he can help you out too. He'll go give it a shot. But he ain't do shit. So, uh, it doesn't seem to have traps on it, and will you try to open it?
Yep, I'll try to open it.
Okay. When you
Instead
attempt to
of
open it, you realize that this door is also either locked or stuck. It's not moving an inch with just standard force.
Okay, I will try to pull it as hard as I can.
blood force.
You well, it's not a pool. This opens to,
Or
away from you.
push,
Yeah.
right.
So you try to just standardly push, and that's not going to do it. So you end up having to either kick or use your shoulder to really get some force. But once you do that, you you completely bust in the door. And then when you do that, go ahead and roll surprise for me.
Hmm.
Actually, you know what? Shit. We're at
Oh.
10:24. What do you guys think?
If
Fuck it.
if Garrett's up for it, I'm
We'll
up
go
for
for a
one
little
more.
bit. Yeah,
Mhm.
I guess we can do it.
Well, I'm
JT's
not
not here.
surprised, so I think we go for it.
Yeah, you're not surprised.
Let me actually go grab something here real quick though.
Grab something here. You do it. You grab.
Woohoo!
And Garrett, you might as well just go ahead and roll initiative
Sure.
because ooh shoot.
Nice.
Let's
Coming back
see.
for initiative here.
Jeffy.
There. There we go.
Oh, thanks. You know how it be. All right. So you bust open this door, and when you do, the door almost splinters. It opens into a room that is the same size and diameter as this room up here. It is a circular room. However, this room is domed, and it's the walls are dark, and it's almost looks like a oh shoot, what are those things called?
A planetarium.
A
Terrarium,
planetarium. Yes.
greenhouse. Oh,
It
okay.
it looks like a planetarium, the stars. Yes. So there are stars kind of glowing. But that is, and it's a domed room as well. But that is not the main feature of the room and is not what you surprised. Unfortunately, when you kicked open this door, you realize that inside the room is another Medusa. You are not surprised, but she is. And she is getting ready to turn around. She has her back to you at the moment, and you have a 7. But you know what she is because you can see the serpents in the hair and everything. And obviously,
Right.
because you fought one previously in this dungeon, you're pretty aware of what's happening.
Well, I'm just running right up to her, and I'm going for her head.
Are you making a called shot?
Oh, I am.
Or
Yes,
okay, so
absolutely.
you are making a call. Okay.
She's turned around. I'm taking this opportunity, swinging for the neck.
All right, all right.
Ooh,
Holy smokes,
damn,
Rooney.
damn.
Well, that is certainly gonna be a hit, and you you connect with her kind of shoulder neck area, and you like your sword bites like kind of deep down into her. She lets out a shriek, and the serpents go wild. You weren't able to sever her head, but you did give her a pretty grievous wound. And Sarducci is up.
Okay, good. So Sarducci is gonna run back to the room here.
Right.
He's gonna pick the mirror up,
Okay.
and I only get 30 feet, right?
It's what is it? It's like 40.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it's 40 in an action. Like if you were just like huffing, running. Well, let me think about that. Hmm. Are you going max speed?
He's gonna try.
Like are you like huffing it, like
Yeah.
running full
Mm-hmm.
out?
Yeah.
If you're running full out, yeah, I'm gonna say that you can probably get back, grab the mirror, and get basically back
Here
to about the room. Yeah,
or here.
but like right about to inside the room. I think that
Okay.
you probably could do that.
Okay. So that's his turn.
Okay.
Okay. So that's what he's done.
All right. So Sarducci runs, grabs the mirror, and brings it back. And as he does that, the uh, the Medusa, she turns around, sees you, and is, like I said, she is surprised. She turns back around to grab something and then flips around again, and she is now holding two daggers. Um, but now she is facing you. So she is gazing in your direction. Um, but she has two daggers now. Sheffy uh,
Taking to
is
that
like,
pot and just going.
yeah, it's Sheffy actually not a terrible idea. Sheffy does have a pot and a pan. So yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. Sheffy takes the pot, sticks it over his head, and then runs forward with the pan and kind of swings blindly in the general direction of where the Medusa is. Oh,
Oh
fuck.
my god.
And yeah, and I mean, it could have been way worse, but wait.
Did he just kill the Medusa?
No, no, of course he didn't kill it. I was like looking here. Oh, it was only 4 damage. Okay. So he runs up, pot on his head, swings the pan, and like just like whacks her in the chest. Like pretty hard with the pan. You hear a crack. And then Othix is up. Othix, he has like a hood. He puts his hood, like he pulls his hood up way over his eyes and then like kind of stares at the ground, and he does the same thing. He kind of attacks semi, not exactly as blind because he's kind of looking at the feet of people, and he swings.
Oh man!
Did you see that?
I saw that. I saw that. It was on 13.
And then the
He
other
would have.
dice hit it, and it was like,
Yes.
thump,
Yes.
robbed.
Yes.
So Othix also makes kind of a wild swing. He unfortunately does not connect, and it looks like it is initiative. Yes, yes, it is. for Sheffy. Is it Othic's character sheet is the one that like keeps messing up? It's not Sheffy. It's only Othic's. It's because he's got a fat character sheet. It's just a morbidly obese character sheet. All right. So, oh, looks like Sheffy is up. So Sheffy he's already right there. So he's just gonna continue to like whack ahead of him. Like, just whatever's right in front of him, that's what he's hitting. Bucket still on his head. And it is the pan. Oh.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, the Medusa has obviously moved a little bit to avoid these hits, and there are several people kind of blindly flailing around, and all kind of in that area. Let's see what happens. So, unfortunately, Sheffy, he whacks Othix,
Oh god.
and like kind of dong. I mean, with a pan, and actually does like the 3 damage. The 3 damage that he would have done to the thing gets done to Othix, and he's like, "Oh, what was that?" And then Chuck Testa is up.
All right. Probably doing the same. In the sense of closing my eyes and sticking to my spin move that I've been doing a bunch.
Oh no. this
This could be
I feel
really
like
bad.
this could end up being really bad. Could be really
Chuck
good too.
wants to cross the room, get away from people, and do the spin move without looking.
Okay.
Mm,
Even with the minus, Chuck Testa is such a beast.
that doesn't hit.
It does.
No.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. It says it's a 3. You hit armor class 3. Actually you hit armor class 7, but wait, is that a hit? Yeah, that's a hit. You hit.
Damn.
Because armor class 3, but you got a -4 because you're blind. So you're
Okay.
fighting blind. But that's still a 7, so you still hit. Because she has armor class 7. So Chuck just as he swings, everybody else like feels like a kind of like by there might even be a little like sing as it just scrapes against the pot on Sheffy's head, but connects with the Medusa. Geez, that's 7 more damage. Okay, she's now looking pretty rough. She is bleeding out of orifices and all kinds of things. She's got this gash here, and now she's got like a gash and like bruises all over her chest. Of course, you can't see any of this stuff because everybody is effectively fighting blind. Sarducci's up though.
Sarducci runs up, goes, "Hey!" Holds the mirror out.
All right, so Sarducci runs up and he yells and he holds the mirror up. How close is he getting? Because obviously it's very cramped in here,
I
and
mean,
everybody's swinging.
he's close. He's gonna be close. He's basically trying to put that mirror in her face.
Okay. Again, you can't really look directly at her either, so
He's got his mask on, so he's kind of looking. He can actually look down at feet.
Okay, so he's doing this kind of the same thing that Othix
Yeah,
is doing.
because
Is
he's got
looking
it.
down from.
He's got his mask on, so it's kind of hooding his eyes,
Okay,
so he can keep
that's
his
right. I
eyes
forgot
open.
about the mask. I forgot
Yeah,
about he has this weird mask. All
he
right, so then if he's got the mask, he's shielding his eyes. He's kind of looking down. He runs right up to where he believes that she is, and he puts the thing up. Go ahead and um it's spatial awareness. Go ahead and roll an intelligence check. Dan's like, "Oh fuck."
yeah, this is not good. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So you roll up with the mirror, put it right in front of where you believe that she is, and the action kind of still continues around you, making you believe that she didn't look at the mirror.
Okay.
She's still fighting. You're not sure if she's aware of it or not. Obviously, there's chaos in this room, but things are still going on, and with that, she kind of lashes out at the people around her with these two daggers that she has. Um, one of them, uh, she cuts out, and who is she hitting? If she hits, oh, that's going to be Sarducci. He's put himself right beside her. She connects with this dagger that she has.
Well, now since he's holding a mirror out in front of him, does she connect with him or the mirror?
She connects with him. She got a definitely a good enough roll to connect with
Okay.
him. He's the mirror probably acts as somewhat of a shield, so I'm considering it as partial cover, but she probably struck your arm.
Gotcha.
Um that was only for 3 damage though, and she lashes out with the other dagger. That one is coming, geez, also towards Sarducci, who just can't get a fucking break. But when she does that, I actually just roll the one, and that one, she strikes the center of the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a d20. I want you to do it. She strikes the center of the mirror.
19.
The mirror doesn't actually crack anymore because she kind of hits it in where the crack is, and her dagger sticks into the mirror, and she loses her dagger. Like her second dagger. So her second dagger is
But
stuck through the mirror.
wouldn't she be looking at the mirror now? Wouldn't she look at the mirror when she does that?
That is true. When she does that, she looks at the mirror and she stones herself.
Boom.
Well,
With that one,
Yeah.
she fucks
Oh
up,
wait,
hits
wait.
the center of the
So
mirror,
hold
probably
on.
looks at it to try and retrieve it, and
Oh God, no. The best part is that she turns to stone. Her hand is stone around this dagger.
correct.
The dagger is stuck in the mirror. So if I let go of the mirror,
It stays up. That is correct. Also, hello to RPG Grandma, who says hi in the chat.
what?
Hello.
R- RPG Grandma.
Heck
Hey.
yeah. Hello. RPG Grandma, I think you caught us really close to the end of our game. We're getting ready to wrap up here. They just defeated a Medusa in the Mega Dungeon.
Yeah.
So yes, the Medusa is stone, holding the dagger, holding the mirror up, roughly in the center of the room. As I said before, this room is round, it's domed, and it does have a door.
Is that
Has
door does that door happen to be right there?
It does happen to be right there.
If we open that door, are we in this room?
Well, what's funny is that if you open that door, there's actually a very short hallway, but
Eh.
close, close,
All right.
close.
All right.
Now that the Medusa has been killed and stoned, you realize that she was guarding a chest,
All right. So,
and
and it's initiative again because that chest is actually
is a mimic.
so does the chest seem to be locked?
The chest appears to be closed. Whether it's locked or not will take a little bit of examination.
Actually, I'm not taking any chances with this chest.
Ah, a
I am not
wise
taking
choice
I am
indeed.
I am not taking any goddamn chances with this chest at
A,
all.
a wise choice indeed.
Because
What you
actually it's 30 foot because it's gonna light
Yes,
up a lot.
yes. What you find indeed is that the chest was is trapped. The chest, the lock plate on the chest is glowing brightly.
Mm-hmm. Is is the door to go the other way glowing?
It is not.
Okay. This is a trap.
Uh, well, what do you think we do?
Uh we need to remove the trap.
Uh,
Uh,
I can give it a shot, but sure. Chuck will try, but
well, that's just fine traps.
oh, that's right. So you already know
All,
trap. That's silly.
only a thief has the ability to remove traps, at least in the intricate thief way, unless, of course, like I said, it was Chuck had some luck the last time.
Well, here's the thing.
Um,
It's a fine traps. Does it show the trap?
the trap is definitely within the lock plate. The lock
Okay.
plate is what is glowing.
Okay.
Whatever's going on with the trap, it focused on that center lock plate where the chest basically it's the chest comes open, the lock plate is right here on the front of the chest, and it is glowing brightly.
What if we go behind the chest and wedge it open from the hinges? It'll set the lock off, but it'll go that way, and we'll be behind.
You could make that attempt. How are you going to do it?
Does she still have hold of both daggers?
Yes.
Was
Yeah,
that a was that a yes?
yeah, cuz she was holding the other one. She was basically she was going to lose the last one had she not turned to stone. But she
Hmm.
turned to stone, so she obviously didn't. She didn't lose it. But she was holding the other one with a firm grip. So both of those daggers are in her hands.
Uh, so I could take my hammer and start to try to hammer on the
Like just bang the shit out of the. Okay, you can
the
do that. Certainly.
back,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
not the lock plate, but the hinges.
The hinges, the back hinges. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean if
that's what he's
that
gonna do.
is if
Hmm.
that is what you want to do, go ahead and do
Actually,
that. It's just
actually,
a basic attack roll.
actually, he's not gonna do that. He's gonna hand the hammer to because I'm weak now. I'm weaker now that I was. He's gonna
Mm-mm.
he's gonna hand the hammer over.
Oh, and basically just be like, use this to.
Yeah, just bang, just try to destroy the
All
hinges.
right. So Sarducci hands the hammer to Chuck and explains his plan. And then I assume everybody kind of gets onto the other side
Hmm.
of
Yeah.
the chest.
All right. Sure. I'll go for it.
All right. So just go ahead and roll a 20. It basically it counts as an attack roll.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
So
RPG Grandma, you came in at the right time. We're about to see
oh
what
my
happens
goodness
with this
gracious
bat
me.
with this shit.
So Chuck takes your hammer and he like bangs it hard into one of the back hinges, which is also like iron. He like hits it hard. As soon as he ouch, I just banged my desk. As soon as he hits it, the head flies off. He completely just broke your hammer. He is now holding like the stick,
Damn.
and the head of the hammer has like flown off, and it's like just completely like broken. Um, and it looks like there's absolutely no damage to the chest whatsoever. It didn't set off the trap. It didn't do anything. It's,
Damn. Damn.
uh, Sorry about your hammer.
Ah, it's just a hammer.
now what?
Maybe you can take your sword and stick it in there and pry it.
Okay.
You think you might be able to do that? Is that what you're gonna try and do?
Yeah, sure. I will give it a shot.
Yeah,
Roll,
you were able to
roll,
kind of
rolls
wedge.
another one, breaks the
Right,
sword.
right. Wedge the tip into there. Well, no, this one I'm actually gonna have you do a strength check because this is more of a it's less of an attack and more of a kind of prying it, just kind of leverage.
I was gonna say,
All right, all right,
did you
right,
roll
right.
a 20 on this? I'm
Right,
gonna
that this would
that'd
have
be
been
bad.
horrible. A 20 would have been horrible. Okay. So Chuck wedges his great sword into the back of this thing and just kind of wrenches it, pries it open. It pops the top off from the other side, and when that happens, you see some sort of liquid squirts out from the front of the chest and sizzles against the floor. So it seems like you have avoided the acid trap. Uh, inside,
We always
I
want to
actually
avoid
do have
that
to
ass trap.
add that ass. I gotta check something since you're like fucking banging this check or chest around real quick. Oh yeah, they survived. Okay, so inside the chest you find gold equaling 400 gold pieces. There are
Okay.
2 potions and there is a gem.
Gold, two
What
potions, and a gem.
what color is the gem?
The gem is a green gem, and one of the potions is blue, and one of the potions is purple.
blue and purple. Interesting questions in the chat.
Oh yeah. What does that say? Do you have swords take use damage over
Use
time?
damage.
Use damage. Oh yeah, that actually that makes sense. Yeah, use damage. I was like, use damage, use damage. It's getting
Spark.
late and
Yeah.
Sparkle.
Yeah.
Yes. Um no, not in this game. This game is literally a BX old school Dungeons and Dragons, so super old school, very rules light. And we play it mostly rules as written, except for like a few optional things like individual initiative and a couple of little character options. But yeah, for the most part, the only time the weapons really get damaged is if like it's a big thing, you
like
know.
with the hammer just now.
Like what happened with the hammer just now, literally rolling a 1 and critting it. And I know for a fact that he's had that hammer since the beginning of the campaign, and it's just like some
Mm-hmm.
crappy hammer.
Yeah,
So
it is. It is. It
yeah,
wasn't any.
it was gonna break.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Pretty.
yeah. This is
Yeah.
one of the
Pretty good
best rule
rules.
sets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you have your treasure, and it's almost 11 o'clock, and you've
Mhm.
made a circle. Look at that, guys. You
We
have
have.
made a circle. You have all made it all the way back here, and that means that this section of the dungeon is getting pretty close to being mapped, but you've already uncovered
Down.
down.
Another floor.
So
Yep.
another floor. So hopefully by next session we can clean, you guys can clean this one. Maybe nobody dies or loses any points of strength or levels or anything this next time.
Yeah. Because
Sarducci's just getting the crap beat out of him every game.
it looks like we've only got 3 more doors.
Yeah,
With
so you've got this door,
one door up
which
here, a
which
door
if you kind of look at the
here.
map, you can pretty much see, okay, well, there's only a limited amount of space
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
within
Yeah.
this area here, right? And then obviously, yeah, you've got some stuff up here, and then you've
Mm-hmm.
got doors up here as well. So not too
Yeah.
much left. So at this point, since you're back here, you spent a good bit of time in the dungeon, and are you headed back up to Keep Town to check out your spoils,
Yeah,
rest, and recuperate?
I
I
would say
think so.
so.
Yeah.
All right. So when you head back up to Keep Town, uh, let's see, you've got a couple of things.
I've actually got everything written down, so
So,
I can go in order if you'd like.
yeah.
So, okay, so large red gem.
Large red gem. Are you going to attempt to sell it?
Uh, don't we have that guy that we give that we sell that shit to?
Yeah, I mean, there are you can absolutely sell stuff up in Keep Town.
Before actually
It's
though,
your choice on whether you want to sell it
be,
or if you want to keep it.
before we do anything,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna cast detect magic on all the loot
Mm-hmm.
to see if
Yeah.
and to see if anything glows. Because I know it's rare, but sometimes these gems do glow.
Yeah. Gems not magical, just worth money. Your potions glow and the ring glows.
Okay, so we're gonna try to sell the gem.
Sell the
Yeah,
gem?
Yep.
sell the gem.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do? Sell the gem.
Sell red gem. Sell red gem.
Okay. Well, while I'm no, there it is. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a percentile.
74.
Mm-hmm. 100 gold
70.
pieces for that gem.
Not bad. So that's 100 gold pieces. Okay.
Yeah, right. No, these guys are always just touching stuff and putting things on. They're never like checking it ahead of time. So, you know, one of these days somebody's going to get a really nasty curse. Didn't somebody have a curse in this game already? But see, these guys are already high enough
Yeah.
level that I think Sarducci has the spell remove curse.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Yeah.
it's less of a thing. You might as well, if you're going to sell that other gem, we might as well do that
Yeah. Yeah.
while I'm here.
So, Garrett, why don't you roll for the other gem?
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, Garrett, give
Percentile.
me a percentile, please.
Yeah.
Ooh, 61. That's another 100 gold piece gem for you.
All right.
OSHA.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually Sarducci does have that ring on.
Ah, yes.
So what does that ring do?
Okay, so that ring is a ring of featherfall.
Done.
Uh, the gold ring.
God, yeah. Definitely wouldn't be a bad thing for John to have a ring of featherfall
Yeah.
after what
So
happened.
what are our potions?
The potion, one of them is a potion of extra healing.
Which one is that blue?
Yes, and then the purple one is a potion of heroism.
Heroism, okay. And then what scroll did we get?
Oh, I already had that scroll listed. What was that scroll? What room did you get? Let me look.
The scroll came out of
Scroll.
the fountain.
Yeah.
Oh, the fountain room. Oh,
That
okay.
was with the red gem.
Yeah.
Room 5. Let me. What's that? It was something funny, I think.
Scroll of defeat water or some bullshit like.
Oh, it was a scroll of water breathing.
uh,
Ah.
yep.
Yep.
Yes, that's what it was. It was a scroll of water breathing. Okay, so the scroll is water breathing.
All right.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so we've got 400, 600. So we actually have 750 gold pieces.
Hmm. Imagine if you had Brof with you, the hireling that you had to split,
Yeah.
you'd have to give a third of that gold and possibly some of those, like one of those potions
Oh yeah.
to Brof had you taken him down. But because you took Othix and Sheffy, you didn't
So
have
I'll
to
tell.
worry about
So
dividing loot with them.
so Garrett, I'll tell you. Do you want any of this? Do you want any of the stuff?
Any of the magical items.
I don't have a ring, so I mean, but I think you said you wanted the ring, right?
Well, I just put the ring on. I didn't do anything else with the ring. I just have it on. But actually, having you have the ring of Featherfall because you're going first most of the time.
Right.
That
If
Just
you
actually
hit
jumping
makes
in
a lot of
stuff.
sense.
Right.
if you hit a trap that you had a falling trap, it's going to be better for you. So I'll give you the ring of Featherfall.
That is that makes a lot of sense,
Hmm.
I think.
I'll go ahead and just take the scroll
Hmm.
and the 2 potions, and then we can split the gold. And the gold is 375 apiece.
Hmm.
Cool.
And you've already paid your hirelings,
We've already paid our hirelings,
so
and you know what else we got out of this one? We got a cool ass statue for our for our lair.
and
Cause
because you paid your hirelings, we're gonna go ahead and say that um we're gonna go ahead and say that uh
I actually do have a ring already, So
We're gonna go ahead and say that that Othix just goes ahead and burns. I'm gonna say 2 cure light wounds on Sarducci because he's just so jacked up. Oh, double sixes, which means
damn,
14 hit points healed.
damn.
Dang, Othix beastly healing. Yeah. Oh yeah. These hirelings. Well,
Actually,
here.
that literally brings me
Does it
back
bring you to full?
to one less than full.
Here, just for RPG Grandma, I'll show the 2 hirelings. So Othix the cleric is. Let me see. Oh, you know what? I gotta pull him back up like this. So Othix the cleric is this fellow right here. But he's been excellent.
I just
He
read the OSHA comment.
Yeah, I said OSHA, but you didn't. You weren't paying attention.
I think I was writing stuff. That's funny.
Pit ponies, donkeys, or mule. Yeah, I mean, all those things are available. Uh, these guys never take animals in the dungeon because the animals just always end up getting
Oh
killed.
God,
Yeah, that like
we'll
100%.
we'll terribly kill an animal in the dungeon.
And then here is their other hireling that they had with them, which is Sheffy the Sheffield, the elfin chef, who is an elf and an incredible chef. He's pretty weak, but you know, he's a good guy in the dungeon. So, and he hasn't died yet. He almost died last time. He was like this close to getting. I think he had like 2 hit points when he left the dungeon, or like a
Oh
hit 1
damn,
hit point or something last time. Yeah, he got like wrecked too.
he's
But
good. He's good for secret doors though.
he is excellent for secret doors because he is an elf. All right. Well, then, you make it back up to Keep City. You've sold your gems, you split your treasure, and it's time to take a load off at the tavern. Maybe meet back up with Buster and John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Hopefully, they can join you in the dungeon next time. And with that, I think we'll go down here. Where's our game ending screen? Do I Here we go. There we go. Game end. So, if you're still here, I almost played the Dirt Roads and Rocket Ships. Probably like 2 seconds of it, but it's okay. So, if you're still here, like RPG Grandma, thank you so much. We hope you enjoyed the show and the game and all that stuff. We're the Dicks in the Dark, and that's pretty much what we do here. We play Dungeons and Dragons. We've been playing for a long time,
Yep.
and when you come and check us out, it's just like coming and hanging out at our table. So, any final words, guys, before we take off here?
I think it scratched that itch today. Wanted to kill some stuff.
Yeah, it worked.
Told you.
Yep, just
Yes,
wanted to
yeah,
spin and
like I said,
slash.
Nice.
yesterday I was all about, oh yeah, let's just let's really role play.
Right.
But it was just a day at work, and sometimes of those
Yeah.
days at work, after
They
that,
just
you
they
just
just
gotta
want to
kill
make you
something.
kick down a door, kill a bunch
Mhm.
of monsters, and
That's
grab a
right.
bunch of loot,
That's
which is
exactly
what
right.
we did tonight and what we will be back to do again. So thanks for showing up,
Yeah.
RPG Grandma, anybody else in the chat, and anybody else who watches this later. Please hit like. Think about subscribing, especially if you're still here. You gotta
Mhm.
subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. We play every Wednesday and sometimes other times as well. And we'll
Share it
see
with
you
your
again
friends.
soon. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Share with your friends. And yeah, we will see you again soon. Take care.
Peace.
Later.
In a long forgotten land, in a jungle dark and deep, there hides a ruined site, a tower temple, and a key. But what lies
I'll tell you what,
within,
guys.
Cool.
and what
I'll tell you
lays
what.
beneath,
I kind of went back and
monsters,
forth watching
treasures, traps,
the
and
numbers.
more is what
We
adventurers
consistently
truly
had 6